Welcome to the Estonian Cricket Weekly. I am Ragne Hallik. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and share it with your friends to help us spread Estonian cricket to the world. It was a big week for Estonian cricket, with our first men's indoor league matches followed by the start of a big winter development program for women and juniors. Let's start with a look at the indoor results. The strikers won the toss and sent last year's champions United into bat. The strikers' bowlers did well to contain United's scoring, with only one pair managing to score more than 30. United finished with 93 runs. Ayush top scored for United with 16 runs, while Arslan had the best bowling for the strikers with 3 for 20. In reply, the strikers started slowly, but their last two pairs got them over the line, taking them to 107 and a 14-run win. Edisham top scored with 30 runs to go with his 2 wickets to take man of the match. Best bowling for United was Johansson, who picked up 4 wickets for just 12 runs. Stallions won the toss and chose to bat, with Zishan and Ram making blistering start, scoring 49 from their overs. The second pair continued to score freely before United started to take back into the game, restricting the last 2 pairs to just 27 runs. Stallions finished on 112. Ram top scored with 24 runs, and it was again Johansson with the best bowling for United, with figures of 3 for 18. United started well, scoring 36 from their first pair before Stallions hit back, restricting the second pair to 0 runs. The third pair also struggled before Ayush and Muhammad added 44 for the last pair. It was not enough, with United finishing on 87. Top scorer for United was Yash with 25 runs. Best bowling for Stallions was Pranay with 2 for 23, but it was Shahan Khan who picked up man of the match for his tight bowling and steady batting. It is vital to the future of cricket in Estonia to develop a juniors pathway for young Estonians to discover the game and develop their skills to hopefully one day reach the Estonian Premier League. On Sunday, we had 17 kids started their cricket journey. Here's a report from ECA Operations Manager Terry O'Connor.
On Sunday, the 23rd of October, ECA held the first session of 2 8-week entry-level programs. These programs utilize the ICC CRIO cricket program developed by leading education experts. The sessions use physical literacy as a basis and are focused on kids having fun and maximising movement. The activities the children participate in involve cricket skills. However, there is no emphasis on technique at this stage. Rather, the aim is to develop a love of catching, throwing and hitting a ball and cricket in general. The first session was made up of children ages 4 to 8 years old, while the second was for kids 9 to 14, with 3 coaches working with each group. The skills practiced were catching, throwing and striking a ball with a bat. At the end of the session, they played a game of non-stop cricket. Each participant also received a gift from ECA of an ECA tote bag with an ECA water bottle, keyring and lanyard. All of the kids had a lot of fun and there were some great skills and teamwork on display. It is not too late to sign your child up to one of these courses. We have a number of kids joining for the first time this weekend. To do so, email development@estoniancricket.com. The first indoor training session for the women's national team of the winter was held on Sunday with half of the squad in attendance. The session focused mainly on fielding skills, followed by a pairs street 20 game. Geetma and Shamali were the highest scoring pair, with good bowling displays from Amy and Natalie. In 4 weeks, the first ever Estonian Women's Cricket League will begin. If you're interested in joining one of the teams, contact development@estoniancricket.com.
It's time for a closer look at this weekend's indoor matches, and I'm joined by ECA Operations Manager Terry O'Connor. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you, Ragne.
So last week your predictions were 50% correct. So who will win this week?
Well, game one this weekend is between the two teams who were victorious last weekend, Strikers and Stallions. Both of the teams have a lot of talent. However, we saw last weekend that both of them had some issues with running between the wickets and their calling in their pairs. They lost a lot of wickets as a result. So I think the team that is able to minimise those wickets and avoid as many mistakes will be the one who'll come out on top, and I think that's going to be Stallions this weekend.
And what about game two?
Game two will be the first appearance of Riders for this season. They face United, who were in action twice last weekend, losing both of their games. I think having those two matches under their belt will give United the edge, and they can reduce the number of run-outs, which will mean they can post a total probably of around about 100, and I think that will be enough for United to win.
Another big weekend coming with week 2 of our women's and kids introduction to cricket courses, plus 2 Division 1 indoor matches. Tune into our YouTube channel to see both matches live, streamed from 1 p.m. Eastern European Time.
Thanks to our sponsors Bluff VPN, Sportsbet.io, HML Project Management, Nordicon Batoon and Hi.com for their continued support of cricket in Estonia.